Magandang araw mga kabarangay. Pag-usapan natin ang panalo ng Barangay Nebra San Miguel kontra sa Phoenix Super LPG or Fuel Masters ata. Pero anyway, itong game na to ng first half, nakita naman natin na yung Hinebra na sluggish talaga sila. Medyo behind sila ng half a step kontra sa Phoenix Super LPG or Fuel Masters ulit. Sorry. Pero resulta kasi yun ng kanilang schedule, 'di ba? Last game Magnolia, talagang ano pa yun nag-decide pa doon, talagang isang basket lang or couple of possessions. So talagang dikdikan yung game na yun on Friday. And then pagdating naman ng Sunday, one day yung pagitan sa dalawang laro. Another, pesky young team na merong potential have shown na kaya naman nila mag-compete. Medyo napapaligiran ng drama as of late, pero this team is stacked naman sila, and nakita naman natin na si Perkins had his best game of the conference. Well, nung first half. Pero kumbaga, may piyesa tong team na to and hindi rin naman sila push over. So nakita natin ng first half talaga na nahirapan yung Hinebrang sumabay sa Phoenix. Pero nung third quarter, merong adjustment na ginawa si Coach Tim Cone. And meron siya mga players na pinasok na binago ang tono para sa Hinebra. Pero outside of those players, si Justin Brownlee talagang nag-on na siya no second half. Nag-take over si Brownlee. Nilagay ng Hinebra si Brownlee sa mga posisyon kung saan magsasucceed talaga siya. And napili niya yung spots niya effectively. So naging resulta nun, magandang performance from Brownlee, RJ, Scotty, even Stephen Holt. And also shout out to guys like Ralph Koo, Sonny Esteel, Jeremiah Gray played solid spot minutes. Isaac Go nakashoot ng dalawang mid-range long twos. Naalala ko yun ng first half. Meron siya nun. And Nards Pinto as well played solid defense. So it was overall a solid team win for Barangay Hinebra. And kumbaga ito yung tipo ng panalo. By the way, natapos siya sa score na 96-109. Pero while watching the game kasi nung first half, medyo passive ko lang siya pinanood. Kasi siya yung tipo ng close game na parang medyo boring ng onte. Parang wala masyadong nangyayari. Pero ang naalala ko, ang lakas ni James Dickey III. And for Hinebra naman, si RJ consistent all throughout. So, ayun. Solid numbers for Hinebra. 30 kay Brownlee, 28 kay RJ. Sobrang grabe scoring ni RJ so far this conference. Scotty, nagising na. Dami daw kasing sinasabi ng mga tao sa Reddit. Na Stephen Holt, dami ko raw kasing sinasabi. Ayan, 13 points. In my opinion, ito yung version ng Stephen Holt na I wish Hinebra gets every game. Ito yung version ng Stephen Holt na gusto ko. Kasi hindi ko na ina-expect si Holt na maging 20 point per game scorer. Kasi yung nasa Terra Firma siya, he lived off Wami Chongson's shot creation. And yung role kasi ni Holt nun, illusion lang yun na talagang one-on-one scorer siya. Yung scoring niya ala Tyrese Maxey noon nung may James Harden sa Sixers na coming off the pass tapos ang aatakihin mo na lang yung close out. Hindi ko naman nilalang, pero kumbaga illusion yon na one-on-one scorer siya, 20 point per game scorer sa Terra Firma. And this is the version of Stephen Holt na gusto ko for Hinebra kasi they've been running their 3-guard rotation or 3-guard man lineups as of late, Scotty, RJ, tsaka Holt. And dahil doon kasi talagang si Holt yung mawawalan ng attempts or ng shots alongside playing like Brownlee, maybe that's Troy or Isaac Go or Japet Aguilar. Pero yun yung lineup nila na effective so far this conference. 3 guards, Brownlee and a big or a smaller big like Troy. So kumbaga kung si Stephen Holt, 'di ba, attempts more than 5 shots and mag-spot up sa 3 points effectively while playing very solid defense or overall solid team defense. Yun yung version ng Stephen Holt na gusto ko makita kasi it's an import conference, di naman natin na-expect si Holt mag-shot create, and dahil nagkaroon ng leap si RJ sa shot creation niya, kay RJ na napupunta yon, which is good and better for the team kasi mas natural sa kanya. And si Holt, he can be an elite 3-and-D type of guy despite the lack of attempts. So yun yung version ng Holt na gusto ko talaga, itong nakita ko this game. Pero anyway, pag-usapan na natin yung recap. Sisimulan ko siya midway through the third quarter kasi doon nagsimula talaga yung run ng Barangay Hinebra sa game na to. Kung saan, ito yung point na pinasok si Ralph Koo and si Sonny Esteel, and later on the third quarter si Nards Pinto that made such impact for Hinebra. And ito rin yung time na nag-on si Brownlee because Hinebra put him in spots na he'd succeed. So kung makita natin dito, 9-33 sa third quarter, biggest lead yata ng Phoenix. Teka, i-confirm ko kung 10 points ang biggest lead ng Phoenix. 11 actually. So, pero dito sa point na to, 10-point lead, 9 minutes. Makikita natin dito, Hinebra will run their triangle. Hindi nila tinakbo yung 5-out na ginawa nila last game against LA Tenorio. Maybe that's an LA thing. Ayaw nilang mag-triangle kasi mababasa ni LA. Pero anyway, despite Ginebra running the triangle dito sa play na to, and sa game na rin overall, kumbaga yung triangle kasi nila na to, may emphasis ngayon sa pag-atake, sa paint off the dribble, and pag-space ng floor. Kumbaga, basically, inside-out offense. Dribble drive offense, pero in a triangle setting. Dito naman, they force the switch. Brownlee to toughen. They move the ball around. Ralph Koo finds an open 3-pointer. Dito naman, again, triangle, pang press break, and then give and go to Scottie Thompson, na naglag yung feed sa live stream, so lipat natin sa replay. So empty side 2-man game ngayon to. So kumbaga naka-triangle sila, pero ang emphasis is to attack dribble drive, inside out offense. Ni-reject ni Scottie yung screen ni Brownlee, drives to the basket, libreng baseline kasi empty side, empty corner, side pick and roll. 2 points for Ginebra. Another dribble drive, paint touch for them. And kapag yung mga ganun, effective, di ba? Ang nagre-resulta kasi nun is, makikita natin dito, again, Ginebra, naka-triangle, pero diretso sila dun sa pag-force ng switch to Brownlee. And they find Brownlee against Brian Santos. Now, Brownlee will isolate, attack off the dribble drive, paint touch, kick out to the shooter, Ralph Koo. Another 3-pointer for Ginebra and Ralph Koo after mag-collapse ng defense. And ang response ng Phoenix doon ay ipasok ang kanilang 3-and-D superstar na si Francis Escandor for Brian Santos. And ito ang pinakamagiging malaking mistake na gawa ng Phoenix this game.
Escandor ang ibinalik muna ni Coach Charles.
So ayun, they went smaller. Pinasok nila si Francis Escandor for Brian Santos. So ngayon, si Escandor ang nakatao kay Ralph Koo. Ang ginawa ng Ginebra, ginatas nila yung matchup na yon. So nilagay nila si Ralph Koo and si Brownlee, the two hottest players on the court in terms of inet, kumbaga, sa contribution and shooting. So, nilagay nila sa isang action, they force the switch. Now, Brownlee isolates against Francis Escandor. Sabi nga ni Dr. J sa broadcast, fried chicken yan. And dito naman, off the defensive stop, transition attack, ang Ginebra, Brownlee, downhill dribble drive. Ang malupit na detail dito, guys, kung makikita natin. Play muna natin. Okay, basket for Brownlee. Ang malupit na detail dito is si Troy Rosario. Tingnan nyo si Troy kung nasan siya nung umpisa. Andito siya sa side na to. And then pag dribble drive ni Brownlee to the basket sa paint, lumipat si Troy Rosario sa kabilang side para mahila si James Dickey papunta sa kanya and clear out the space for Justin Brownlee. Ang tawag dito is occupying the help. So dahil gumalaw ka, active ka, you occupy the help, and now one-on-one siya and walang help from James Dickey. And if kung mag-help man si Dickey, merong putback pa rin si Troy Rosario sa basket. Yung mga ganong kaliliit na bagay ang laking factor nun within the game. And tingnan nyo ito, guys. This is essentially triangle offense, pero mas concise. Diretso na kagad sila dun sa 2-man game between Brownlee and Scottie. Diba? Diretso backpick si Scottie. Dati kasi, diba, nakatayo si Scottie dito yan sa taas. This is 2-guard front usually, diba? Tapos si Brownlee nasa pinch post. And then mag-give and go, give back, hand back. 2-man game pa sila dyan. Pero now, faster execution. They put Brownlee sa 2-guard front. They let Scottie Thompson be the pinch post guy, set the back pick, and then balik ngayon si Scottie Thompson sa taas. Pero dahil doon, 'di ba, 2-guard front pa rin. Nasa taas pa rin naman si Scottie, pero may action na nangyari. Meron ng kumbaga action for them to attack early offense. So now, nagkaroon kaagad ng switch up sa defense. Naligaw si Francis Escandor, the GOAT. So ngayon, yung tunay na the GOAT, which is Justin Brownlee, libre sa basket, wide open. Another 2 points for Ginebra. And again, this is the same triangle, pero with different ways of opening the set. Kumbaga, the same triangle, pero iba yung way nila to open it. Doon pa rin sila napupunta, pero iba yung open. So, kumbaga, meron silang earlier opportunities for them to attack or exploit mismatches. Dito naman, nilagay ng Ginebra si JB sa mismatch. Again, the same triangle offense, di ba? It's the same. Pero, meron kagad na early action dito. Boom! E di nag-switch agad. So now, pag drive ni RJ Abarientos, walang nangyari. Meron ng favorable match-up dito si Justin Brownlee. So now, Phoenix defense collapses. Scottie Thompson sa kick out. Extra pass to RJ. And ito yung talagang play na hindi na nakarecover ang Phoenix at nanalo na ang Ginebra. Nagpatuloy na yung laro nila. And again, it's Ginebra running the same offense but with different intentions. Iba yung intention nila. And this time, ang intention nila is to run it faster, more dribble drive, more off the dribble opportunities to collapse the defense, exploit mismatches, and then pinakamahalaga is for their shooters to connect after ng kick out nila. So yun, this is promising stuff from Ginebra. Talagang tuwing Brownlee Conference, nag-explore talaga sila ng iba't ibang mga, ways to be creative with their offense, which I like. I hope we see this sa all Filipino as well. Pero this is, promising news. Or this is promising news for Ginebra. Kasi, talagang kinakarir na nila yung faster-paced offense despite running the same thing, di ba? Pero iba yung kung paano nila atakihin or i-execute.